8-2 Vikings host the 6-4 Patriots as the late game on your Turkey Day slate. Now, last week was a tough game for the Vikes, losing 40-3 to the Cowboys at home. Kirk Cousins sacked a career-high 7 times, on top of the loss being the second worst home loss for the team, behind a 56-14 defeat against the St. Louis Cardinals in October 1963. I did that for you, Doug.
Yes, you did.
Star receiver Justin Jefferson described the beatdown as embarrassing and a disaster all around. Stephen A.
Yeah.
Will the Vikings bounce back from their blowout loss to the Cowboys?
They could, but I don't believe so. I lost all faith in Minnesota. It's just one regular season game in a lot of people's eyes. I don't look at it that way. You know, as a guy that spent so many years being a reporter and a columnist before I was doing this, I pay attention to moments. Moments when you're called upon to step up and answer the call to legitimize who people believe you are. And that moment for me, for the Minnesota Vikings, was last week. I'm not talking about a loss. I'm talking about a butt whipping. They got spanked mercilessly. They were embarrassed by the Dallas Cowboys. 40-3 on your home turf. 40-3. Justin Jefferson, we talking about him, like the star that he is, and you get limited to 3 catches for about 33 yards. Dalvin Cook couldn't do but so much. Of course, Kirk Cousins was slaughtered because he had no protection, and they were all over him against that vaunted pass rush. I get that, and I also get that everybody's not the Cowboys. My problem is, if you're the Vikings, there's a moment to stand up and validate who the hell you are. And they passed in embarrassing fashion. Now, New England doesn't have Dallas's offense, and I don't expect their offense to do much damage. But that defense is real, and it's incredibly experienced. And I think that they have the ability, coached by Bill Belichick, to befuddle, at the very least, a Justin Jefferson, a Kirk Cousins. And so it would not surprise me at all if New England won this game today against the Minnesota Vikings. But win or lose, I have my doubts about Minnesota because of Kirk Cousins. I have even more doubts today after that spanking they suffered against the Cowboys last week.
I guess Steve did not put on the game the week before when they won at Buffalo.
Yeah, they should have lost that game.
Well, they won.
I watched it.
Nobody's
I watched
interested.
The snap.
Would've, yes. They won the game.
They should have lost.
They were down. They got lousy calls. The officials gave them a field goal.
Buffalo got lousy calls, too. Don't give me that.
Well, how about
there's a whole bunch of stuff.
How about Gabe Davis's catch, which they called a catch? That was a terrible call.
That was a terrible call.
And they had 12 men on the field when they stopped Delvin Cook.
Oh, he was running up the field. I mean, his backside and his heel was on the field. He was running off. I mean, come on now. You want a penalty for that? See, you want to win by any means. You're willing to cheat even if it sounds like that, doggy. You even willing.
They were down 27-10 in Orchard Park, came back and won the game, and you're going to, which is the week before, it wasn't a week 3, and now you are going to avoid that game, not even mention it, and then you're going to say, well, I saw what I needed to see about Minnesota last week.
Got beat down.
When they lost 40-3.
You got beat down, man. I don't like to beat down. They got beat down 40-3. 40-3. And they should have lost to Buffalo. You can't snap it behind center. You bobble the snap and lose the game and give up a touchdown. Give up a touchdown.
They got stopped on 1-inch line. You could argue that Cousins scored on the snake.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I can't argue that. He did not score.
Well, you could argue. On the second push.
You could argue. You would be wrong. Oh, stop
come on.
He was down.
You'll be so down in the Vikings. Give them a little break. They're 8-2. They got the second best record in the conference.
And they're going home.
And they got a great quarterback.
Great quarterback.
He has had a great year.
A great quarterback.
He's damn good.
He is damn good. Michael Irvin's MVP pick right there.
Excuse me?
Michael Irvin's MVP pick right there.
I mean, the hell with Michael Irvin. You understand what I'm saying? I want to hear what he has to say.
Swag
want to hear this.
Yes,
We the boys. I don't want to hear anything from Michael Irvin right now, okay? I'm not dealing with him right now. I got to deal with this man across from me. Don't talk to me about greatness. Don't you ever say greatness. And Kirk Cousins in the same sentence again.
Kirk's never beat the Patriots, though, doggy.
Well, he hasn't played them that many
He's
times.
played them a couple times. He's played them a couple times.
What side are you on?
I'm just telling you.
Come on, you're on my side.
So you're trying to get her to agree with you.
You and me are
Look at that. That's pathetic. That's what they're looking for support. I mean, stand on your own. Stand on your own. Be a man. Be a man.
Cousins is going to bounce back. Patriots can't score. Patriots on a short work week traveling. They were, by the way, before you go crazy on the Patriots, how'd they
Bill
play against the
Belichick.
Jets last week?
I didn't think they played.
They were awful.
I
They
didn't think
kicked
they
the
played-
field goal.
I understand.
I mean, the Jets should have won the game. That Salah punted.
listen.
And Zach
But-
Wilson
Mac
got benched.
But
Mac
who
Jones
won the
is-
game?
Mac Jones ain't that great
Who
yet,
won the
and their
game? You're
weapons are
talking about
limited
Bill Belichick.
offensively, but defensively.
You be quiet.
Defensively, New England will have something to say about the outcome.
I
They
didn't
show
say the
up.
game's going to be 40-30.
I
What, the
know.
Vikings can't win 13-10? What, the Patriots are going to
Are you
score
putting
a
money
point?
on this one?
Well, yeah, I
yep,
will.
yep, yep, yep,
You know,
yep,
to
yep,
keep him quiet, I
You see
probably
how-
will.
you see how he
I'm
stuttered
down in
on
it.
that?
But here's
stuttered.
what bothers me
There's
about
no
him.
confidence.
Here's what bothers me about him. It drives me crazy.
Who?
He gives me a thing last week. Those games can happen. Teams get blown out. I just gave you the 62
Yeah.
Packers who walked into Detroit and they got sacked 13 times. You can lose a game once in a while. They've won 8 of 10. They beat Buffalo, the great Bills, who, by the way, a team that he picked to go to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Now that game doesn't count well. They got lousy. They got break with the officials. Calm down.
They did get a break
Calm
with the
down.
officials.
No, they didn't. The guy pulled the ball. He was out of
listen,
bounds.
Buffalo, I was very disappointed in Buffalo for blowing that game, but they blew it. They clearly lost that game. Minnesota didn't win it. They clearly, I mean,
Jefferson's
you talk about
catch.
basic fun. That was a
Cook
phenomenal.
going
Yeah,
in,
that was,
one
that,
yard,
that,
first
that catch
touchdown.
was a beauty. Are the
That was
Patriots
phenomenal.
making the playoffs? Our analytics are giving them a 30% chance.
Higher than that. That's ridiculous. Analytics. Who's
Yes,
doing that?
ESPN
Does
has
he do,
analytics.
Does he
We have
do
an
the
analytics
Does he
team.
run that data? I mean, 30%. They beat the Jets
I hope
twice
you know
already.
teams
Who's
do look
gonna
at
make the-
analytics.
Who is going to
Where's
make
the
look at this?
schedule?
But hold on now, time out.
What?
Do the math. Do the freaking
You
math.
do the
Who's
math.
going to make the playoffs in the AFC? San Diego's out. The Chargers.
Let me tell you.
I mean, who's going to
Okay,
make
well,
the
San
playoffs?
Diego
I'll tell
doesn't
you
have a
that.
team anymore, so
Hold on.
LA,
I'll tell you that.
Chargers, yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I got Miami and Buffalo.
I'll give you
Yeah.
those.
I got Cincinnati and Baltimore.
I'll give you those.
I got Tennessee.
That's fine.
All right. I got Kansas City.
That's 6.
Okay.
You get 7.
Give me that 7.
You get
They've only
7
beat
now.
the Jets twice. They got tiebreaker. Thank you.
It's a very interesting point.
Thank you.
It's a
At
very
least I'm in a right
Hold on,
for
hold on,
change.
wait.
You know what? I have to admit, the doggy got it one right. I'm right.
So what are your-
What are you saying?
They're going to make the playoffs.
Who's going to make the playoffs?
Patriots.
He's saying
Well,
7.
look at that schedule.
I understand.
Let me see the
You know
schedule.
what?
I just asked you to give me 7 teams. You came up with 6.
I can't
Wait, I
give
need
a
to look at
six.
that. Look at
But
the
look at this.
schedule right
Okay,
now.
so you got the Vikings, Bills.
Yeah.
You've got the Bengals, Dolphins, and Bills
Bengals
again.
is tough.
Bills again.
Bengals are on Christmas Eve. That's going to be a huge game.
I don't.
Don't sleep on the Bengals.
I agree. But we're going
Where's
to give the
Jets-
Bengals.
Where's the Jets schedule? Because I got to see
Yeah,
that.
now you want to go to the Jets schedule? At Minnesota,
You're-
at Seattle, at
You're
Miami,
taking,
at Buffalo.
you're taking the Jets over New England? That just
Well,
benched
New England
their
already beat
quarterback?
them twice, so New England obviously have the edge. So
You
the Jets
know
will have to
I'm
be a full
right.
game better than them.
You
New
know
England
I'm
will
right.
probably make the playoffs, and they will
But
probably.
let me hear it. Yes, sir. I
They
got
will
one
probably,
right.
they will
Yes,
probably,
sir.
they will
He
probably
said
make the
it.
playoffs.
He said it.
Because the Jets and the New England will probably end up tied, and the tiebreaker goes to New England because New England beat them twice.
Okay. Is anybody else getting hungry?
I'm
I
good.
just want to thank Best of New York. You're not smelling the
would-
aroma.
I would like to say.
And the little cupcake bake
you
shop,
always
Sal, for bringing those for us.
You always claim you're hungry. Always. Always. I've never seen you when you have said, I'm not hungry. That's just a
The
fact.
girl likes to eat.
Okay.
You're allowed.
It's not a
Yeah.
crime. It's not a crime.
It's one of the best parts of life.
It's not a crime. I'm just saying that you
We
walk
don't skip
in.
meals
You
over
walk
here.
into work saying you're hungry.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't eat. You know, he's a
We
canary.
have
I never
pies
see him
and
eat.
cupcakes in our face.
You
Oh, my
never
gosh.
eat. I never.
Trust me, I eat.
How about a
Just not
toast?
enough.
How about a
Just not-
toasted bagel with everything on it? How about once in a while?
That's most mornings. That's most mornings before you
Oh,
see
yeah.
me.
Don't worry. He carb
Oh, he
loads
does.
every
He has the,
day.
he has the
just
pancakes
needs a little
and
more
everything else.
protein in his diet.
17-13 Minnesota. Low score.
Okay.
17-13 today?
Yeah.
That's not an unreasonable score. I'm going to reverse it, though. I'm going to say 21-7. I'm going to say 21-20 New England.
Okay.